So, welcome back. We're doing another trip from Duisburg. So we've got our own mega deck trailer on, mega trailer. So hopefully it'll fit better with the truck. Get that axle up while we're waiting. So yeah, we're taking a load from LKW down to Loppel or Lobel at Poland. Should be a nice little drive for us. So we'll go and get the load on. Get the handbrake off, it helps, doesn't it? I've got the really got to get out of that window. Go on, Mr. Passat, how you letting me out here? Don't change your mind now. And just like I said, we've got the built-in sat nav and we've got a private sat nav on, so it shouldn't go wrong. Famous last words. So, like we were saying in the last episode, this is a little contract we're doing from LKW in Duisburg to all destinations in Poland and France. We've got 3,000 ton to move. So far we've probably moved about, I don't know, 36 ton. So we've got a long way to go. Make sure they're right here, isn't it? I do like look at the Mercedes Gigaspace. The only problem is I've drove one and it gives me a bad back. I don't know why. All Mercedes do. Yet you'll get another driver that'll say, no, love the Mercedes. Volvo give me a bad. I don't know. Some seats. Lods, that's where we're going. Lods. Load of 20 ton of Holman. Yeah, that's it. Down there. Oh yeah, we're using one of the company trailers. A mega for our low deck Volvo. It should be a little bit better. Hopefully we won't get the trailer damage as much this time. Got my tongue out now while I concentrate. As you do. Fell off the line now. I was talking to a friend of mine about this the other day. Danny Sean. And he was on about this, you know, when we're using the steering wheel. This is, does it, you know, does it feel like normal? No, it doesn't. Obviously, we're in real life. I can feel the trailer and everything moving. You get a better feel for it. Whereas this, it's a bit generic. You know, even with the force feedback steering wheel, it's still not the best, if you know what I mean. Got the engine a minute. I don't know. Well, actually, you do because forward a bit. Got the engine. Get a load. There we go. I've dropped the bloody trailer now. Oh, we're having a great time of it. Having a great time of it. Thank you. Now can we get the load on? I keep forgetting about that. Press the enter key. Rather than drop the trailers. So used to pressing D button for everything else. Put that down. We'll get underway. Get over to Poland. Yeah, you get well used to playing one way in a game and knackers you up. And they changed it. Now we can see that. Put the old distance and speed thing up in a minute. Oh, we might do it without it actually. See? We'll see. In fact, now we'll put it up. Get rid of the little. I know we don't want 3 sat navs going. So we've got 878 kilometers to go, 13 hours to do it in. So real life, so I'll probably do about 2 days driving. Well, about a day and a little bit. A 15-hour day using a 10-hour drive. You probably do about a maximum of about 750 kilometers. Before you run out of your 15 hours. You might be able to get a bit faster if the traffic's good and your truck's, you know, bang on the limiter. Hang on, we're having a nightmare with the old headcount. I'll just lock that out of it. I'll just make me hot. So everybody getting seasick. That way, nothing going that way. Be out before that coach comes. I put a new coach or buses mod packing graphic. Can't drive it, but just makes the game a little bit better. Make it got a bit more variety in it. So yeah, this is trip 2. Already done one from Duisburg to Metz. We've actually done one to Duisburg to Warsaw, but I did all the trip and then realised I hadn't pressed the record button. And you sit there going, yeah, what a fucking arsehole, you really are. Still waiting for the Renault T range. Apparently that's coming out. Of just sorting the paperwork out now. That'll be interesting. I don't play with a lot of Renaults. I've drove a premium before. I've drove them a couple of times. Good little trucks actually. They are surprisingly good little trucks for what they're designed for, which is like supermarket trolley dollies as I call them, running from depot to depot. But on the work we do, we had them at a company called the Mac, and that was powder tankers as well, and we was in and out of building sites and ready mix places, and it took a toll on them, especially the T ranges. All the lads who had the T ranges used to come in on a Friday with a little black book marking down what had fallen off it throughout the week. Then they'd compare notes. So yeah, like I say, they are surprisingly really good trucks though. Extremely comfortable to drive. Obviously they've got the Volvo gearbox, Volvo engine and drivetrain, so you can understand why they're quite good at driving. And I would say the gearbox on it is second to none, only to Volvo's iShift. And it's all down to the software. I think Renault put their own software in it. But yeah, we had a big, one of the new big T-cab high range, or T-high they're called. It's the replacement for the Magnum. So you've got like the T range, which is replacement for the Premium, and then you've got the T-high, which is a replacement for the Magnum. It's the same cab, just the T-high's that up bigger and a lot higher. And we had them on demo at our company. I never got a chance to actually go out in it. I was asked, and I said, "No, you're all right. I'll stick to the old Volvo." But it looked all right, and the lads who actually drove it said it was fine to drive and that, but they're just not really designed for our work. You know, people will argue with me over it, but they're not. Two big powder companies in Britain. We're one of them. And a company called Lomas is probably a lot bigger than we are. And all they have is Volvos and Scanias. They've had a few Mercedes on the tip of work, but majority of their vehicles are Volvos and Scanias. And same with us. The majority of our fleet is Volvo. We have, what do we have? I think we have about 7 Scanias, maybe even less. I know Big Rich drives one. Another friend of mine drives one. It might be about 5 actually. Oh, 5 or 6. Obviously we've got the V8 500. We've got 4 Mercedes. Bigger space. Like I say, lovely cab to look at. Plenty of room in them. But for some reason, it just gives me a bad back. We've got a couple of DAFs, which are breaking down on a regular basis at the moment. And they're 62 plates, so they've had some hammer. We had a Renault T range in our colours, but they sent it back because it kept breaking down all the time. It was costing more to fix it every time than it was to run it. What else have we got? That's it really. Got majority of ours are FHs, XLs. The newer shape ones are aren't XL, they're just Globetrotter cabs. Majority of them are 500 brake. Some of them are 460, but they're being phased out now. He's settled more likely on 500 brake horsepower, which is a good in-betweener. You know, you got a little bit of power for the hills, and they're not bad on fuel actually. Yeah, I've had 2 Mercedes and each one's giving me a bad back. Good job they've got a good bed in them. You need it after you've been doing driving them for any distance. When I had one of our Gigaspaces for 4 days, and I couldn't walk by the first day. How bad it was. Yet I'm fine in my Volvo. Best thing about it is I'm quite a tall bloke. Majority of trucks I get into, I have to push the seat right back. so I can have plenty of leg room. The only truck I actually pull the seat forward on is actually a DAF XF. It's one of the smallest cabs on the road. Yeah, I have to pull this. If I push the chair right back, I can't reach the pedals. It's like a TARDIS in. I always find it hilarious when they give me one. Like, oh God, you'll have to, you have to take the bunk out and push the seat right back. No, I have to push the seat forward. So we'll do a quick ad or a quick promo for Viking Transport. All the links are in the description if you want to become part of it. We're still open for drivers, especially active drivers who want to help build the company and the community as well. We all want to support each other. Like I say, all the information's in the description. Major or dropouts, it lagged there. Well, no doubt I've got a mod in there what's just doing that. It generally does sometimes. If you put too many things in, you get a little bit of a conflict kind of thing. But yeah, like I said, all the information's in the description. How to join Viking Transport. Love to have you come and join, or even have a chat with us and in Discord and see what you think. Like I say, we're setting these little tasks up, give it more of a purpose kind of thing, rather than just playing on your own. I'm doing it at the moment, but that's only because Big Rich has been mardying and won't come on the game with me. But I say that he's been busy all week, so he's got a young family. My kids have just gone back. That's why I'm on. It's an hard life trying to balance personal life and your work life. When you're a lorry driver, you don't get a lot of time. It's like next week we'll do a full shift, well, a full week away, and we're then on Saturday morning. We have got one of the dreaded GPC courses, which is just an absolute waste of fucking time and money. Me personally, I wished every driver in the country had turned around and said, "Nah, we ain't doing it. We'll just retire when it's due." Government would just back straight down because they couldn't find 600,000 drivers. They couldn't pluck them out of thin air. So we should have just turned around and said, "No, we're not doing it," because it's just an absolute pointless exercise. When it first came out, and I think it's still possible today, you could do the same course 5 times, and that counted to your 35 hours over 5 years. And you just sit there going, well, that's a waste of fucking time and money. And it does cost the driver. Luckily, our company, basically, our boss said to us, "I'll pay for it, but you have to give it up as a voluntary day just to keep your working time directed down. And if you do it that way, then it's fine." So our boss actually pays for it, so it's not too bad. We just have to give up 7 hours of our time, voluntary. So yeah, we have to do that once a year, which isn't an heartache, but the thing what really annoys me with it is you don't fucking learn out. Unless they've changed the law on the tacos, you literally don't learn. You don't learn out. You learn more on the road. Now, if it was fit for purpose and the courses was done better, let's put it that way, then I'd be all for it. You know, especially for new drivers who are coming into the industry. Because I mean, I was lucky when I came into haulage. I had my dad. But I learned everything off my dad. You know, how to load a trailer properly, how to rope and sheet, how to reverse, how to drive. You know, a lot of the road systems I've learnt from my dad, because if I went with my dad in the summer holidays and that, he'd throw me the map book and say, right, we're going to such and such, find me a way. I learnt to read a map that way. And all the old boys pass their skill on to the younger generation, but that ain't happening no more. You haven't got time to do it. You know, and you're getting young lads what are coming in, and oh, there's a nasty fire fire there, and they're being thrown in at the deep end without proper training, and you just think, the poor buggers. So yeah, if the courses were set up to help the younger ones, I'd be all for it. But like I say, other than taco laws changing or road laws changing, there's not much more you need to learn. You know, you learn more doing the job, because every day, I've always said every day is a school day when you're driving truck. You're always learning something new every day. A quicker way of doing something, a quicker route, a better route, like that. But yeah, these courses are just, they're just a stealth tax. They just haven't got the bollocks to tell us. I mean, these courses can cost up to £90 per driver, and we've got about 220 drivers. So that's a lot of money. Like I say, luckily our boss pays for it. We just have to give up our time to do it. But I know some companies won't pay for it. The driver has to sort it out himself. And like I say, that's £90 every year. Doesn't sound a lot, but you've got to pay that or you can't carry on driving. So they've basically got you by the short and curlies. Right, that's rant over. So yeah, like I said, me and Richard will do a full 5 days away next week. Probably in the region of about 65, 68 hours, 70 hours. And like I say, we'll be back in on the Saturday morning at 6:30, because we're doing them really early because we don't want to waste most of the day to do a course which basically we've probably done either a year or 2 years ago, and nothing would have changed. Well then Richard, because I'm okay, you know, I don't have a partner anymore. I've got my 2 kids, and I love spending time with them. But next weekend I haven't got them, so I'm not too bad. I've got a lot of time to myself. Whereas Richard, he's got to cram, I don't know, 7 days into a day and a half. So he's got to spend time with his family. He needs a little bit of time for himself, do his own thing, chill out. And if there's anything like shopping or needed to get his car done or taking the kids somewhere, we'll cram it all in. And then you'll come to work back on Monday, early, stupid o'clock in the morning, and you'll be absolutely shattered, and you just sit there going, well, that flew by. But yeah, if anybody who's watching this thinks that lorry driving is easy, you're living in a dream world. The amount of sacrifices you have to give up to do it. I mean, when I first started, I absolutely loved driving truck. I was truck mad. Now it's just a means to an end to make a living. Pays my bill. That's it. Yeah, when I come onto the game, I enjoy it more. I'm doing my own thing. Go. Anyway, back to the task in hand. Got halfway through it. Everything's going smoothly, and we got about another 6 hours in game time to deliver it. Probably get there a bit later on tonight, well past midnight on the game time, so not too bad. By the time we do the next trip, hopefully I would have sorted out that little bit of jerkiness there. It'll be a mod, it'll be one of the mods. I know it will be. As you can see, it's doing it again. It's either that or something's updating being in the background, which wouldn't surprise me. Steam or something like that will be updating. I love the green background on that now. Is it over? I know we're coming up to Polish border. We'll start hitting a lot of road tolls. This bit here around here is part of the Germany rebuilt, revisited or whatever they called it. I think they've done a really good job. Changed a lot of the roadworks and it's a lot better now. I was trying to work my way up out of Italy, but since my last hard drive decided to bite the bullet, I lost everything. I forgot where I was. So I'm going to have to watch one of my videos back and just see where I was and we'll start that one again. Hoping to put a couple of videos out this week. It's difficult with, like I say, with the job I do. It takes a lot of time. We're getting over here. Oh. That's one of the coach mods I've put in. I think we're actually going off up right up here. Yep. Hold on. So yeah, we're going to start hitting all the toll booths in a minute. We're getting towards twilight. Sun's starting to go down on that. But luckily, we'll have a couple of videos where a lot of it's in the daylight. rather than at night time. Okay for fuel, don't need fuel. We've got the sleep mode turned off just for the video's sake. Probably do a few more trips without videoing it, and we'll turn it back on just to make it a little bit more realistic kind of thing. That's what we're aiming for. A role playing on Viking Transport. We're up to the border. Years ago you'd been waiting weeks to get through this. Unless you could bribe official. Now, right through. Now we're on to about 14 million Del boost. Of course, the traffic, you know, the AI in this game wouldn't do that. Break down to about 5 miles an hour, then set off again. Just make it so it's smooth. No need for it. Go to the line. So that's to mark the first bit. Get charged and get to the next one, which is not very far down the road. You got out coming up here. Looking good, looking good. Apart from I'm all over the road. Getting a bit too speedy there. Don't want to get caught speeding. Balloons up in the air. Yeah, get off the white line, Divvy. Yeah, I do like that colour scheme. It's okay. have to figure out why that's doing that. Either be something or other. We will probably do another heavy haul for Viking, because we've got a heavy division. We might do another video with that, see if we can actually not hit anything this time. I got a comment on Reddit saying the driving at the beginning was terrible, so I stopped watching. So, fair dues, pal, fair dues. I like your honesty. And I must admit it, yes, it was fucking atrocious. So we might just give that another go. Shoulder down to the next toll booth. See how long that took. Well, how much money that cost us just to go down that short little strip of road. Put the old head tracker on. Look at the mirrors. 52 euro. That's not too bad, is it? Really? Not too bad. Expiologist. Of course, formerly Norbert dressing tables. Ooh. The reason why we're going that slow. Petrol tanker going the other way. Jeez. It's like a speed car in the roadworks there. Yeah, me and my friend the other day just reminded me that. He was driving down the M6 and we've got the average speed cameras on the roadworks, and the sneaky bastards had actually put a speed camera van in the middle of the roadworks, right where the central reservation should be, but they're now digging up and putting all concrete barriers down. Yeah, the sneaky little wackangaroo was in there. But it's not bad enough that we've got average speed cameras above us. We've got one of them in there as well. Nice one. It's not too bad, like, I mean, we don't speed. Well, I don't speed through roadworks anyway, I don't see the point. I'm paid by the hour. The lower I go, the more I get money. Oh, what's going on here? Whoa! Yeah, tracker decided to have a little nightmare there. Run on premium flat cab, look there. You don't normally see them pulling livestock trailers. Normally either a big Volvo or a big Scania or a big DAF. Oh, the sun's gone down now. There behind us. Over there. We got 141 kilometres to go. Yeah, the wind blasting past the window. There we had to look. Chereau's got my surround on. Oh, might just be part of the game. Going in like a good one now. Don't know what I'm going to be like when I get up at 2 o'clock in the morning. Oh, with bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, no doubt. Be the lovely people at Snodland in Kent. And my little happy chappy on the weighbridge. Actually running down with a friend of mine. He's going there as well. Both starting about 3:30 in the morning. All good fun. We'll see what we got after that as well. I'll probably have to wash out and then into Kearney to load. Wait and see. One never knows. I know we're getting a little bit hungry, so it'll have to be some dinner time after this video. I think we've done quite well, time-wise. In a nice little drink. Rip. You know, my brain don't work sometimes. A little over 57 kilometers to go. looking with gas here, aren't we? See if there's anything back towards Duisburg. If not, then it's back empty. We'll pick another load up for the contract. Like I say, we've got 3,000 tonne to do in 7 days. From LKW. Going back up to another toll booth. Just back it off a little bit because these guys will just slap anchors. Steel roads on up. And your trucks there. €39 just. And that way they go a bit longer. Might be coming up here. Bear with me if I'm quieting spaces, it's just that I don't feel very well this weekend. A lot of our offices come down with a bug, so a lot of our co-workers have got it. Not actually flu, but yeah, no, it don't make you feel very good. Catching that rail. Don't want to be driving terrible. Clear that way, clear that way. Here we go. 19 kilometers down this back road. We're not put it on cruise at the moment. When he says these lights change before we get there. No. Oh yeah, you go. Probably gonna get a red light infringement for that, but shouldn't do. I was through that before it went over. Probably get done for speeding now. Odds discovered. Cool. There. Don't know whose emergency vehicles were coming up. Go right up at these traffic lights. up here on the right, by the looks of it. Yeah. Chereau got his name, is it? Chereau. I get a feeling there's been a shithole place. Normally, yeah, you are. Spin it round. Line side it in. Which one is it? That's one I wanted. Yeah, we'll cheat a bit. We'll do it from outside view. Just forgetting I thought it to come out with some unloaders. There we go. Why am I putting the mirrors on? Another fine delivery by Viking Transport. Get rid of them. And we'll catch you on the next trip. Thanks for watching.